Okay, thanks so much for stopping in. Now, you're probably here because either one of two things happened. Number one, you may have received approval on our financing platforms. However, the approval wasn't your expectation. Maybe the interest rate was high, or perhaps the terms weren't what you wanted. All right. Or maybe you're here because you were declined a loan on our platform. Well, I got good news for you. We can get you into a loan. All right. We're going to have to be a little creative, and I'm going to show you how we're going to do this. All right. So you might want to grab a pen and paper. Now, before we get into the details, I have several solutions for you. But you also need to understand the current financial climate we are in right now. And I can assure you, unfavorable loans or declinations, well, guess what? You're part of the majority now. All right. So don't take it personal. Let's kind of look at this chart so I can give you an overview of what kind of financial climate we're in. All right. Prior to 2023, the average interest rate that our clients got on our financial platforms was 8.2% for things like a roof loan, a siding loan, okay, or new kitchen loan, etc. Right now, during 2023, that rate jumped to 17%. That's phenomenal. And that's not because the borrower is any less credit worthy. It's because of inflation, and I hate to say it, the current administration has taken over, has really ruined this economy. And I got news for you. This number, 17%, it's going to go higher. One of the reasons our company is so busy is because people fear the rising interest rates and fear the rising material costs. And they're right. So everybody is scurrying to get their jobs done at today's rates. This is important to do. Now, take a look at approval rates. Prior to 2023, we were getting 90% of the homeowners approved. Now it's down to 47%. Okay, more people have to utilize these solutions I'm about to tell you in order to get approved and get their job done at today's rates and at today's material costs. Now, I want to point something out. Just a side note to prove a point. Solar loans. I'm going to show you where this administration is headed. Prior to 2023, average interest rate on solar loans, 14%. Now it's down to 9.9, and we get people approved as little as 3.99%. What's that tell you guys? The banks are in cahoots with the administration on their green agenda. And not that that's a bad deal. We are a solar company nationwide. We do a ton of solar. We're incredibly busy with solar. Going solar is a good idea. However, why are they reducing the solar loan rates, but not the project loan rates? Kind of unfair, don't you think? Approval rates for solar used to be 75%. Now we got a 100% approval rate. Amazing. Think about this. All right, let's talk a little bit about some quick solutions for either your declination that you received or if you were approved, but the loan terms weren't favorable. I'm going to give some quick solutions, and then I'm going to give you a solution that's going to surprise you. All right, quick solutions. All right, out of cold bar. Very simple. Strengthening When you strengthen the deal, lenders will look at it differently, provide you better terms. Apply for smaller amounts. This is a very, very quick and easy thing to do. For instance, if you apply for 10, move it to 5. You most likely will get a better interest rate, or if you were not approved for 10, you might get approved for 5. And then take out two loan offers. And worst comes to worst, we can always piece it together. Whatever loan you got approved, add that to credit card you might have, some cash laying around. Bang, your deal is done at today's material prices and at today's rates. Now, the last one is the one where it's incredibly popular. And hear me out. Please hear me out on this. If you do not mind the look of solar panels on your home, it makes complete economic sense to go solar. It's much easier to get approved. As I told you, 100% approval rate. Interest rates as low as 3.99%. Payments up to 25 years. So basically, what happens when you go solar, you're going to wipe out your electric bill or almost the entire electric bill. So that puts you in a position where you're never going to have increase in electric rates as you've experienced in the past. You're going to be locked into either a solar loan or a solar lease. And guess what? That solar loan or solar lease is really just taking the place of what you were paying in electric. So it's really not any out of pocket cost, right? And best yet, you can add an additional amount of money to cover that new roof, to cover that new siding. And that monthly payment for your loan or lease, again, is going to be about where you're already paying for electric all these years. But the good part is it's locked in for 25 years. Here's some other benefits you might want to consider when going solar. Bottom line is it costs less in the long run, period. One other big benefit when you take out a loan, you get a 30% tax credit. Tax credit, not tax deduction, tax credit. This is cash flow in your pocket. I have a whole video on this if you click this button. According to CNBC, your home value automatically goes up 10% just by putting solar on it. As I mentioned, interest rates are phenomenal. Approval rates are 100%. So it's basically a no brainer. All right. If you want to explore any of these options, I'm always here for you. Okay? Let's do a Zoom meeting, whatever you want to do. We can go over these options. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great day.